You know, there are just many forms of media out there. Music, movies, whatever garbage is on TV, or whatever. But actually speaking, video games dominate them all. They have the most diversity out of any form of media and are the easiest to get sucked into. But some games definitely get much more attention than they rightfully deserve, and I'm here to tell the ones that objectively have not earned all of their praise. Now for the rules. Only games I played, and only one per franchise. So expect your favorite game to be on here, because if it's your favorite, then it's overrated. That's simply how the world works now. So let's get started!
Sleep! Do you consider that a victory? You're merely delaying.
The Metroid series is built itself around exploration and immersion. They all have immersive worlds, amazing stories, and fun gameplay. Metroid Prime 2 Echoes does that, but the reason why it's on here is the world is barren and empty with puzzles that are too skill-based and make things feel like a Zelda game. Also, Dark Samus is a dumb idea that sold everything the adventure had going for it. So thank you, Dark Samus, for making this game overrated. Really appreciate you making this a poor RPG. Fuck Pokemon! Fuck this series! I never liked playing it. It's for kids, and if you still play it, you need to grow up. Batman Arkham City is one of my favorite games of all time. I even go as far as to put it in my top 20. And you know what? A lot of people agree with me. But seriously, people, you need to calm down. When this game came out, gamers swore to demolish the name of people who had the audacity to score this game lower than a 9. This happens a lot with games, but here's the thing that tips in Arkham City's favor. Yahoo Games gave this game a 6 out of 5!
Highly illogical.
You know how I said that one of my rules was going to be only games I played? Well, I'm going to break that rule, because I am sick of the Fire Emblem fandom praising the Metroid series. They're not bad games entirely, but they're hard to call classics within a series because games like Fire Emblem Awakening and Fates are by far more technologically advanced. And yet despite this, people on Discord servers and game forums keep on saying how great the Tellius games are, and how bad Awakening and Fates are too. Both Awakening and Fates have better characters, better graphics, smoother gameplay, and more content to sink your teeth into. Therefore, regardless of which one you like more, I have every right to call the Tellius series overrated. I hate this game. I really hate Tales of Symphonia Dawn of the New World. This game can get thrown into the fiery pits. No joke, no exaggeration, it does everything that a sequel should not do. The story is a massive insult to what a work of art the original Symphonia was, the gameplay was nothing like it previously was, and it felt like Zack Snyder's version of a Tales game. But above all else, I hate this game because of Emil. He's easily the worst part of the game for being an unlikable pile of garbage and for causing my cat to die. I hate him so much! Oh, I can tell you people are typing death threats in the comments right now. Undertale is a 100% overrated game. Why, you may ask? Well, it's solely because of the Sans fight. This fight is completely unforgiving and a horrible reward for going down the genocide route. Everything that happens is impossible to tell without trial and error, and the game breaks its own rules with not giving you invincibility frames unlike the rest of the game. And the game won't even let you hit Sans until the time when it feels like it. Also, the memes are clear proof that this game sucks. Memes are made with the intent of making fun with something, so when they're made, that obviously means the game sucks. And yet people praise this as the Miyazaki of Nintendo titles. And sorry, that won't fly under my radar. Sonic 06 is by far the most hated game in the Sonic franchise, and for good reason. The story is irredeemable garbage, the controls are terrible, the glitches are unacceptable, and it pretty much ruined the Sonic franchise for everyone. But the amount of attention it gets, it's kind of insane. I get the game's awful, but shouldn't we forget bad games? And shouldn't we be focusing on good games instead of mindlessly complaining about the ones we hate? Even to this day, people still hate on Sonic 06, and while it's for good reason, it has given me enough reason to put it on this list. If you were to go on gaming forums and social media as to what their least favorite Sonic game is, they will definitely say Sonic 06. Why can't Sega make a good 3D Sonic game? people should really take off their fanboy goggles for 1 second and realize that Super Mario Galaxy 2 sucks. Why do people like this game when it's just a complete copy-paste of its amazing predecessor? I can tell you why. Because people are so hypnotized to the point where they refuse to accept that Mario can do wrong. Every bit of creativity is completely drained out of this title, and the whole thing feels so much more generic than before. Though thankfully I've had an amazing YouTuber who can attest to that, and his name is Josh Scorcher. He went into the perfect detail as to why this game sucks. He showed that everything is completely copy-pasted and how the game basically holds your hand throughout. You can even use the game's super guide to beat this game. And its attempted difficulty was so vague that I'm surprised it got under the radar. He showed how everything in the game was insultingly easy because of its poor decisions. The point he and I are trying to get at is, don't rag on copy-paste sequels but then ignore it when Mario does it. That just means you're a blind fan brat. Call of Duty is a franchise that has honestly hit the breaking point in terms of its popularity. I can't begin to count the amount of people, especially in elementary and grade school, who would just sit down on the couch on Xbox Live screaming their lungs out a Call of Poopy. Really, it's just shooting and nothing more. Why has it gotten so popular that nearly every kid is playing it? Well, kids, I hope you're happy, because you're draining all the creativity from Activision. Every year they just spew out the same game over and over with no changes whatsoever. And people just mindlessly eat it up because these kids are like being edgy. This has gone too far. This series flat out needs to die. Activision, do us all a favor and put the series down. Before we get to number 1, let's do a recap. Number 10, Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. Number 9, Grow Up Already. Number 8, Batman Arkham City. Number 7, Not the High Point. Number 6, a turn in a great series. Number 5, the game got popular because of memes. Number 4, Sonic 06. Number 3, Shameless Cash Grab. And number 2, Call of Poopy. Number 1 was a choice that I had locked the second I started running this. A game that is so overpraised, so overglorified, and so disgustingly loved that I had to talk about it. So here it is. The number 1 most overrated game of all time is The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Hello?
Yeah, hi. I just decided to, barge into this video and interject with my very right opinion and correct you on what you're probably gonna say, which was likely going to be really, really stupid, okay? So, yeah, screw you, disciple of Arceus. Ocarina of Time is powerful, symbolic, and meaningful to society, and you're just saying whatever you just said to be controversial, okay? You're a really, really bad critic, and you should probably leave YouTube, and also you should probably go step in a puddle while wearing socks, and also go eat stale chips, okay? Bye.
Looks like I triggered someone, so oh boy will I trigger everyone more. Like, seriously people? This is what you consider the greatest video game of all time? You'd rather play this over something like Dark Souls, Skyrim, and God of War? This is what you consider the Schindler's List of video games? Well, if you do, I hate to see how worse it gets. The graphics look so awful and blocky, and the gameplay is just horribly monotonous. Sometimes the frame rate can be fine, and other times it can be a darn PowerPoint slideshow, and the adventure has nothing to offer aside from some pretty landscapes with nothing to do in them. Oh, and there's a ton of things that just jump in the way of your progress. I'm looking at you, Kibora Gibora! So really, why do people adore this game so much and still think it's one of the greatest of all time? Well, I'll tell you, because Zelda's a flagship series for Nintendo, nobody can accept when a Zelda game is bad. Every time they release anything with a Zelda name on it, people are just going to eat it up. In fact, Nintendo could just wipe their butts all over a piece of wood and then throw it in the faces of the public and they'll say it's brilliant. I don't get some people. There's nothing worth playing in Ocarina of Time these days. Everything it does is done better in games like Bloodborne, Horizon Zero Dawn, or any Bethesda title on today's systems. And that's why it's my number 1 most overrated game of all time. I'm the disciple of Arceus, and...
Okay, I'm gonna lift the curtain now. This wasn't a countdown, this was all just a prank. Happy April Fool's Day, everybody!